Yeah, well, I grew up Northern Virginia. Been in the racehorse business my whole life, and like we were talking, I know a lot of the old guys from South Carolina, a lot of the old grooms that I consider to be the real horsemen and the real players.
And you know how you got started. What's your earliest memories?
Oh wow, man! Both my parents were horse trainers, and I started working in the barn when I was 5 years old, just cutting carrots and giving hay to the horses and whatnot. So I've just all I've ever done.
Talk about the horsemanship that was around back then.
Oh man, it don't even compare. Like the guys just they love their horses so much, and it was more of a lifestyle than it was a job for them. To be honest, man, most of them they didn't have names. They had nicknames. One of the guys, South Carolina Jimmy, he worked up there in Middleburg, Virginia, where I'm from. Man, there was guys like Frog, there was grooms and hot walkers. Uncle Weasel, who his name was James Fox. All them old guys. It's just they's what make the game go back then.
In your opinion, right? What makes a good groom?
There's a guy that takes care of his horses because he loves them, and he knows the horse better than anybody. And then that's the guy. They show up early every day, and the horses eat before they eat, and the horses get baths before they get baths.
What's the biggest difference in racing today than it was back in the day, do you think?
Oh wow. I think today, I think we all still love it. Back when I came up, it wasn't like that. The money didn't drive us. The love of the horse and the love of the game is what drove us, and we knew if we did things right and we took care of the horses the way that we were all taught to, then the little bit of money would come.
In your lifetime, right? Who's the best trainer, you think, for you?
Wow, there was so many, but I gotta say there was a guy that I used to gallop horses for here in Florida in the early '90s, named Ronaldo Nobles. Guy that was a Cuban immigrant, came from Cuba, and that guy was just exceptional. Like, he was a perfectionist and he wanted everything perfect. But then when you did it, the fruits of your labor showed, because he won a lot of races, had many champions. He had a horse named The Hare, who was a champion. That's for me, that was the best guy that I ever worked for.
And how important is the people that work every day on the backside?
Without them, the game doesn't go. I mean, from the hot walkers, who usually get no recognition, the grooms, the exercise boys that gallop the horses, assistants. I mean, without the people on the backside, we don't do this. It doesn't happen.
And the real players, we think about this platform.
Hey,
right?
Man, it's a great platform. I think I even talk to a lot of people that are outside the game that are just fans, and they're even talking about it. So I think it's a great thing, man, and you guys are putting it out there and putting the business and putting the lifestyle out there for everybody to see, not just us that are on the track, but especially the people that are off the track.
If you could change one thing in racing, what would that be?
Wow. Probably having the new generation of people that are coming into the game, grooms, hot walkers, even jockeys, to love it the way that we loved it from back in the day. It's been a pleasure, and we enjoy watching you guys' platform, and whenever it pops up, I'm always like, man, who's he got on this time? Who's on here? And of course, I know most of the people that are on, so it's fun, man.
Long time racetracker.
A long time, my whole life. I've been on. I'm 55. Been working in the barn since I was 5, so here I am, still going.
Yeah, man. Can you tell me your name, say it and spell it?
My name is Jay, Glass, Glass, Glass.